Hello and welcome, I'm Ankit Tuteja and you are watching Tech It Out. This week, I bring you a candid conversation with Boat's co-founder and Chief Marketing Officer, Aman Gupta. We tell you about electric boats that are making waves without the noise and find out how AI is revolutionizing the future of learning. Let's get started. I'm joined by the man who has redefined the Indian audio landscape. He's a disruptor and the force behind Boat. Here I am in a candid conversation with Aman Gupta.
I love my India.
Welcome to WION, Aman. You have worked with a couple of MNCs in the past. How did you decide that you want to stop working for somebody else and want to start something of your own?
It was high time. Samir and I were together in this. 2016 we started. It was high time. The market was changing, and that's where we thought, good time when Indian brands are being respected, will be respected in the future, because Indian brands were not as big as what they are now. Now whether you look at electronics, whether you look at wearables or consumer goods, FMCG, healthcare, luggage, Indian brands are now doing well. There is a national pride in buying Indian brands also. So even the products we made were amazing. Even the products were differentiated. So all this led to Boat.
Can you recall that one particular day when you decided, okay, I'm going to give up on my easy job, I'm going to give up on the stable stream of revenue, and I'm going to start something of my own, which may be challenging, but I have to do it now?
But there was a time when I started getting a little frustrated in my job that I'm not able to do what I could do. And I think I thought that the product could do better, market could do better, I could do better, and the brand could do better. And we are not, when a company becomes too big, it becomes very difficult for them to adjust to the new realities, right? To adjust to the new changing world, to be nimble, to be fast. So I think that was frustrating for me, that I'm not able to take decisions, because there was the management in India, then Asia, then global. Things became a little slow. Decision making was not as fast as what I could do on my own. And that is where I thought that I can't get frustrated. I can't just keep working only for salary. And that's where I left.
And why did you choose the audio industry?
मेरे को उसमें स्कोप दिखा यार, मतलब ऑडियो चेंज हो रहा था. तो जब मैं और समीर सोच रहे थे, तो ऑडियो का एक तो नॉलेज भी थी और दूसरा मार्केट भी चेंज हो रही थी, तो प्रोडक्ट्स हम ला सकते थे जो इंडिया को चाहिए थे.
Right. Aman, we all make mistakes. So what all mistakes did you make and what did you learn from them while building Boat into a leading brand?
We've had our share of mistakes. It's not that we did not. We had, I think we worked towards a lot of things too fast. We started giving up much faster to let some divisions or some departments which were core to us. We said let that be run by people who can run it differently. And then we learned that we should have hand-holded much more in some of these divisions. Second, we grew much faster than what we could chew. And I think that is where we also learned that we could have gone a little slow or maybe more structured in our growth. Same in wearables category was a very different category. We did not do, we were running it like an audio category, but it had its own dynamics. It had, the industry dynamics were different from the audio industry. So I think we learned a lot while doing wearables also. So there were a lot of mistakes here. We're still learning.
Right. Let's talk about what is the USP of Boat, that is pricing. How do you manage to offer products at such competitive prices?
So it's not just prices, it's the value for money, premium products at logical price points. That's what Boat is. We're not the cheapest. You go search for earphones, you'll see a lot of Indian, Chinese brands which are selling it cheaper. But we're not the cheapest. We keep our premium, but we don't charge super premium price points. And I think we know our consumer well. We know what they want. And if you look at our Nirvana story with the evolving Indian consumer, we are evolving also.
So you've established yourself as one of the leading consumer electronics brands in India. What are the global plans now?
We want to go global. Our aspirations don't end here. And maybe by the end of the month, you'll start hearing our global aspirational plans. We'll start slowly. We'll start with one country at a time.
You have made earbuds, you have made smartwatches, speakers. What's next?
Nothing next. We're just focusing on this for now. This category itself, we are not able to supply fully. Our demand is much more than our supply. So let's first solve this before we go to the next category.
And I want to understand one more thing. There are so many people out there in the market who are in corporate jobs. They're doing 9 to 5. They may have dreams, they may have ideas, but there is something that stops them from taking that leap of faith, something that is holding them back. What is your advice to them?
If you can, this is the best time to start up in India. If you can find investors, if you've got an idea, they will be investors. If you can find them, go fund your company. And I think you can still take some salary, some basic salaries investors don't mind giving you. So please jump on to your dreams. Whether I'm not saying working is bad. If your dream is to grow in your own company, do that. If your dream is to build something, do that. You have it in you. Then please go for it. The timing couldn't have been better. It's the right time to start in India.
That's all I had for today. Thank you for joining us. Electric boats are becoming increasingly popular. They are proving to be a sustainable and eco-friendly option for boating enthusiasts. Here is more.
Grant Jade looks like another man riding the rollicking waves left in the wake of a 23-foot boat. The vessel rips through the water at speeds of up to 65 kilometers per hour on a river in Northern California's Delta. If you look closely, Jade is performing his aquatic acrobatics behind a different breed of a boat, one powered by electricity instead of gasoline. It's developed by a 3-year-old startup called Arkboats. The Californian electric boat maker wants to electrify the boating industry, and it's starting with high-end speedboats for wake surfing and other water sports.
This is called the Arksport. It's the second boat that we've brought to market as a company. It's a fully electric 23-foot long wake sport boat intended for lakes and rivers across the US, where you can wakeboard, wake surf, inner tube, do whatever you want out on the water.
Electrifying boats is something that had been in the back of Arkboats co-founder Lee's mind ever since Tesla rolled out its first car, the Roadster, in 2008. The success of Tesla's expanding lineup of vehicles, along with electric cars made by other automakers, finally created a supply chain of batteries and other parts needed to electrify boats.
A boat like this would not have been possible even 5 years ago. What's really made a boat like the Arksport possible is all of the money that has been going into the automotive industry to develop electric powertrains there and to really scale up the manufacturing of batteries.
Designed for popular aquatic activities such as wakeboarding and water skiing, the boat comes with a display screen, sensors, Wi-Fi, a hydraulic system for raising and lowering the roof, a 226 kilowatt battery, and software that can be updated over the air. Lee is hoping that one day the electric boat will be able to dock itself autonomously. Now comes an important question. How much does the electric boat cost? The Arksport costs around $258,000. Lee says the Arksport's hefty price tag is an echo of the Tesla Roadster. Why do we say that? Note that at the time of launch, Tesla's Roadster was sold between $80,000 and $125,000. Tesla now sells sedans in the $40,000 range with ambitions to lower the price even further. This is what Arkboats is aiming for.
The industry is heading towards electric because they make so much sense across every aspect of boat ownership. So again, the maintenance on them is way lower. The reliability on them is way higher. They are cheaper to operate. You don't necessarily need to winterize them. You don't have the fumes. You could hold a conversation on the boat. Across every aspect of boat ownership, it gets better. So the industry as a whole is heading here.
Arkboats is not the only player in this segment. Another California startup called Navier and Sweden's Candid are selling electric-powered hydrofoil speedboats. However, this is just the start. Compared to electric cars, the market for electric boats is a drop in the ocean. As per reports, Worldwide sales of electric boats stood at just $5 billion in 2021. Even with steady double-digit annual growth, it is projected to reach only $17 billion by 2031. In contrast, global sales of electric automobiles surpassed $250 billion in 2023. Interestingly, electric boats represent a major shift in the way we think about boats.
Artificial intelligence is transforming the way we learn. These assistants aim to make education more accessible and inclusive. But the question is, are these virtual teachers succeeding? Let's find out.
A private college in London is about to start its first class that uses AI to teach students instead of human teachers. Starting this month, 20 GCSE students will experience education in a completely new way. GCSEs are the standard exams for 16-year-olds in the UK.
What we're attempting to do is to use AI in key subjects at GCSE. The three sciences, maths, and English and computer science and possibly geography.
Here's how it works. The AI platform identifies each student's strengths and weaknesses and customizes lessons accordingly. Strong subjects are revisited later in the term for review, while areas that need improvement get immediate attention. You can say it's a bespoke learning experience crafted by a digital mind.
There are many excellent teachers out there, and we have many here at the college, but we're all fallible. If you really want to know exactly why a child is not learning, I think the AI systems can pinpoint that more effectively.
Some GCSE students have already been getting a taste of this tech-powered teaching.
Teachers don't know exactly precisely what I'm unable and able to do, whether the AI can just figure out just by a few questions what I'm weak in and what are my strong points.
But don't imagine a room full of robots. Although there are no teachers in the classroom, there will be 3 learning coaches to help with behavior and other subjects that AI might struggle with.
They're not being taught subjects by the learning coaches, but we are covering soft skills like public speaking, debate, and the really important personal aspects of a person that you really want to bring out and develop, and turning young people into young adults.
However, not everyone is on board with this high-tech education. Critics warn that removing teachers from the equation will harm students in the long run. Chris McGovern, a former head teacher and UK government advisor, is leading the charge against this new educational style.
Children will lose a great deal from that AI experience. They need to have teachers, they need to interact with other children, and that's fundamental. The problem with the AI and the computer screen is that it is a machine and it's inert. So you're straight away dehumanizing the process of learning. It's a soulless, bleak future if it's going to be along the AI path only.
The debate is ongoing. However, the UK government is already taking steps to incorporate AI more broadly in education. Recently, they launched a project to help teachers use AI with precision. A new bank of anonymized lesson plans and curriculums will be used to train different educational AI models, which could assist teachers in marking homework and planning classes. As AI takes its seat in the classroom, the future of education is being rewritten.
I want to ask you a question. Are noisy restaurants ruining your dining experience? If so, you need to know about this new app that is changing the game. Watch this report to know more.
Open-plan kitchens and sparse furnishing are the modern hallmarks of a trendy restaurant. However, some restaurateurs fail to consider the auditory implications of these design features. Diners often have to resort to shouting due to the overwhelming background noise. Stephen Morris, a retiree from Adelaide, is one such restaurant goer. Morris says background noise often affects his dining experiences.
There's been times I've actually felt I've been attacked by the noise, which it's not a nice feeling.
This is what audiologist Laura Drexler is trying to solve. She has developed an app called Ambient Menu that allows users to search and review restaurants based on noise levels. In other words, the app matches restaurant goers with venues that meet their hearing needs. So what motivated Drexler to develop the Ambient menu app? Drexler noticed that some potential restaurant goers had stopped eating out altogether because of their sensitivity to noise.
It's very echoey, sound bounces around. So those places can be quite lively by accident, and some turn up the volume to create a vibe.
Research shows too much noise in the background of a dining experience not only pushes customers to eat faster and to drink more alcohol, it also changes their sense of taste in a negative way.
Once the background noise level gets to a certain level, your sympathetic nervous system kicks in. You have an increased heart rate, increased adrenaline, increased respiratory rate.
These reasons drove Drexler to create the Ambient menu app. She is now aiming to develop a smartphone version of the app and offer the service across Australia next year.
Regardless of what age you are, it would be nice to go out for a meal and not have to shout at each other to have a conversation.
In this story, we tell you about a high-tech headset that can enhance sports viewing for the visually impaired. Here is more.
During the Paralympic Games, thousands of athletes competed in 22 different sports over 11 days. Among the spectators, some visually impaired individuals experienced the event in a way that might surprise you. They did not wear specialized glasses. Instead, they used a high-tech headset that allowed them to follow the action almost like a fully sighted person. Developed by the UK startup Give Vision, this innovative headset is designed to help visually impaired users tailor what they see to their specific needs. With its built-in camera, the headset lets users zoom in on the action and adjust the image according to their sight requirements, whether it's enlarging details, brightening the view, or bringing objects closer.
First of all, you can use it as itself in its head. It's got its own camera. The person using the headset can really zoom in on what they want to see. They can manipulate the image to suit their sight loss. The key thing with this is, for a lot of people with sight loss, they need things to be enlarged and close by and quite bright. And this headset kind of encompasses all of those things.
Interestingly, this headset offers more than a customizable view of the live event. Users can choose to watch live TV coverage of the event streamed directly to the headset. The headset taps into the feed from local TV cameras and provides real-time footage. This lets users effortlessly follow the action.
There's also a second setting where we connect in with the local TV cameras at an event. And this means that the person using the headset gets real-time footage of what's happening in front of them, but they don't need to spend their time focusing on what they want to see or what they want to watch. The camera operators, who are highly trained to follow all of the action, do this for them.
So how does it work? The device stimulates photoreceptor cells in the eyes, providing an enhanced visual experience that allows users to watch events in real time with great clarity.
It was just beautiful. I really enjoyed to see the runners, and I really enjoyed to see how people were just supporting all the countries, and wonderful to see that I can see face very clearly, and yes, I was very involved with the group here, with the audience.
The technology aims to set a new standard for accessibility, making it easier for visually impaired individuals to enjoy sports and entertainment events.
Every type of sight loss is completely different. No two people's eyes are the exact same to each other. And so what's really key when we developed the headset was to take into consideration what we can put there to allow each individual to play around with it as they want to.
It offers adjustments like dimming the brightness for those sensitive to light, ensuring they don't miss any of the action even in brightly lit arenas. According to the World Health Organization, over 2.2 billion people are living with some form of visual impairment globally. More than 90% of them retain some degree of vision. However, many have stopped attending live events. Why? A 2023 study conducted by the French association UNADEF found that 73% of respondents with visual impairments no longer go to stadiums, primarily because they can't follow the game or need someone to guide them. Now, with the help of this headset, visually impaired sports enthusiasts can enjoy the game independently without relying on others for assistance.
I could read the scores on the screen. I could see the action. I could applaud because I understood what was going on. I didn't have to ask anyone next to me to tell me what was happening, or is it this athlete or this country. I could follow the competition independently. It was wonderful and very comfortable.
This technology has the potential to empower visually impaired users in unprecedented ways.
There is no link between mobile phones and brain cancer. A Chinese AI firm has come up with advanced video and music generation models. The week gone by was buzzing with a lot of exciting tech developments, and we bring you the most interesting ones in a tech wrap.
According to a new WHO-backed study, there is no link between mobile phone use and an increased risk of brain cancer. This is applicable even to people who make long phone calls or who have used mobile phones for more than a decade. The work assessed the effects of radio frequency used in mobile phones as well as TV, baby monitors, and radar. Researchers discovered that despite the rise in wireless technology, there has not been a corresponding increase in brain cancer cases. This is not the first study to debunk the link between mobile use and brain cancer. WHO and other international health bodies have previously said that there is no definitive evidence of adverse health effects from the radiation used by mobile phones. Minimax, a Shanghai-based artificial intelligence company, has launched a free text-to-video service similar to OpenAI's Sora. The company claims it processes over 3 billion AI requests daily, with its AI usage time around 53% of that of ChatGPT. Minimax supports both English and Mandarin. Currently, the AI model can only generate 6-second videos. The company is working on improving the model. Spain's capital, Madrid, is planning to ban e-scooters rented through mobile apps after the city's 3 licensed operators failed to implement limits on their clients' circulation or control their parking. According to Mayor Jose Martinez Almeida, the licenses of Lime, Dot, and Tier Mobility will be cancelled in October. The city has no plans to grant new licenses to any other operators. The e-scooter sharing system has been under fire globally, mostly due to reckless driving by users on streets as well as sidewalks and haphazard parking that often leaves public spaces cluttered. Madrid follows in the footsteps of Paris, which last year banned e-scooters rentals following a public consultation.
Well, that's all we have for you in this episode of Tech It Out. We will continue to bring you exciting inventions and updates on the latest gadgets. I will be back soon. Until then, keep watching WION World is One. And yes, don't forget to follow us on social media. For now, it's me, Ankit Tuteja, signing off.